And we're live. It's Crosspod Wordcast.
Welcome. Hi.
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 I feel welcome. Thanks for welcoming me.
And listeners.
Yeah.
Viewers.
I mean, I'm listening.
We have a live audience.
Yeah. Dozens, hundreds, thousands, maybe, not everybody's on the, same platform. We're on all the platforms. Or two platforms.
Twitch and YouTube is where we are. We've got a few folks. When someone said, hello, hope you are all doing well. And then
Aww.
an emoji of a robot. Thank you, GS9391. We're doing well. Here we are. And Timberthrax says howdy. I'm David.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is the Crosspod Wordcast. We should, for people who are new, we're going to solve today's crossword puzzle. Sometimes we do other days. Sometimes we do not New York times. But today we're doing the Thursday, which is normal for us. And after we solve it, we'll do an etymological pass.
Indeed.
That's where we look up the words we don't know in an etymology dictionary. And then it's the art section.
Indeed, and I'm extra excited about that. I feel like my art section will really resonate with you guys.
Oh.
Sometimes right before we do a solve of the puzzle, we like to return and report about art section pieces that we've followed up on and seen.
Indeed, we do.
Anything to return and report?
I can't think of anything this week.
What were both of yours last week? I'm so bad at this because I forget a week ago. We should talk about this beforehand so I don't have to embarrass myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm forgetting about them too. They all just disappear into my mind.
Podcast last week. David recommended the Year of Polygamy podcast.
Oh, the Year of Polygamy, Lindsay Hansen Park's historical deep dive into polygamy and into Mormon polygamy history. It's very, I guess. Oh man, I guess I didn't return a report, but I went on to listen to another interview about polygamy, and it's an interesting thing how someone else can be a specialist in polygamy and barely have anything to do with Mormonism, because it's Mormonism's version of polygamy is like a.
Are you talking about that Radio West episode where Doug Fabrizio interviewed that guy that wrote a book about new families and stuff like that?
Actually, no. That does sound like a great interview, because Doug Fabrizio tends to have great guests, and he's a great. He asks great questions, right?
He does.
No, a different interview with a writer I like named Ayan Hirsi Ali about polygamy and as it happens in her native country of Somalia and the region, and the surrounding region. Maybe I'll drop a link to reference this as kind of a return and report.
Sure.
It's an other great Lindsay Hansen Park does a great job, especially exploring the different types of Mormon polygamy, because there's all sorts of variety, and then it's a whole world unto itself.
The spice of life.
And then if you're interested in just comparing a totally, it's like they're two separate vacuums of polygamy kind of, but you can compare them and see like this is a pattern, and there's consequences that are like economic consequences that are negative to wherever you apply this principle, it hurts people and their lives are miserable. Men, women, children, everyone involved is miserable.
Well, that's an interesting, that's an interesting takeaway. I don't know if full stop, I think there's broader versions of this. And this is something that they talk about on that Fabrizio interview, because he talks about, with the advent of like gay marriage and rights for the LGBTQ community, that's also brought into the light more people's different kinds of practices in things like polyamory. And so there's these like, we definitely, and look, this isn't the Year of Polygamy, so we don't have to dive into it. But,
But we do words, and words like polyamory and polygamy are words to discuss and understand, and they're different things. Yeah, you shouldn't conflate them and think and criticize them globally as being one thing, for sure.
Well, any other return reports, Lindsay? You got anything there?
No, I didn't listen to the podcast. I kind of want to, but I haven't had the time yet.
Too busy.
My tip on that podcast is just to go, and if you have your own personal relative, an ancestor of yours that was involved, you could look up their name. There might be a whole episode on just them. It might be something to explore.
I wouldn't know.
Like Brigham Young?
I don't know if I'm related.
I don't know if I'm related to him. I can't say.
I am.
Oh.
I've told you guys that.
No.
Great grandpa.
Great.
That explains a lot.
Great. Yeah, right?
Geepa Briggs.
Old Geepa. Okay, so we'll save that for later. Let's talk about our buzz buys today.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I'll start. My buzz is by a glass of Bullet rye. Just straight up.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I have a glass of Check Your Head Pilsner from Proper Brewing. And this is in a glass that I stole from a market fair in Berlin. So I paid for it. You're not supposed to take it. You get your money back. But so it's like moderately stolen.
It was in another country too. That's like, they had no extradition.
No big deal.
For liberated pint glasses.
They're not going to fly me back to Berlin for this little baby.
And free advertising for it, right?
Market Hall Neuen is what it's called. This is, you can maybe see.
It's cutting it out. But that's,
sorry. If you're ever in Berlin, check it out, because it was one of the most fun nights that Mikey and I had there.
I have been to Berlin, but I haven't been there.
10 out of 10. It's like open once a week, and it's just this giant warehouse full of all of these different food vendors, and there's like a photo booth, and you just walk around and eat a lot of great things with cool people.
I do miss the open air, or I do miss the like large sort of fair food, frenzies that go on in the normal times.
Me too.
Getting closer. David, what's your buzz by?
So I've got a local Salt Lake City brew from TF Brewing. It's a small batch beer here, it says. And TF is the Templin family over there on, it's like 900 South. And
I've been there.
You've been there?
Mm-hmm.
Wicked Sea Party. It's a hazy pale ale. And it's got a lot of lobster imagery on it.
Very cute.
And then kind of a colored bar at the bottom. Yeah, it is very cute. And I've got it in a Yosemite koozie. It looks like a bear with the word Yosemite on the back.
Now, weren't you saying you needed? I was asking if it was an accommodating koozie before, because you said you have it's a big beer. Is that like a 16 tall boy?
Yeah, it's the same diameter, I think, as a standard 12 ounce.
Okay, I see. So
it's just that this koozie's never really been used before, so it has to be broken in a little bit. It didn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, let us know how your koozie breaks in over the rest of the show. Ooh, that sounds good. And we've got Timber Thrax drinking pub beer, and GS9391. I'm on the Coca-Cola, so we're just across the board, just drinking some drinks and getting buzzed. And please like us.
What's been drinking?
Oh boy, he's undisciplined right now. But
we got some furry friends in the house, little pups. Finn the dog.
Yeah. I might. Let's get the. I suppose that's the end of our introduction section, right? So let's. Should we go into solve the puzzle a little bit?
Yeah, this section's getting a little rough. So let's move into the puzzle today. It's Thursday, April 8th. We're gonna do this one today. It's by Jake Halperin. Not a name I've seen before. Lindsay, you're just going to solve on screen. David, you're going to have your own version of it in front of you.
I'll just be watching along, I think.
Okay, just all in one here.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, well, just to lay out a few of the ground rules if you're on our chat or you're listening to the podcast. Well, only if you're on the chat, because if it's in the podcast, that's way later. So if you're watching us live, we encourage you to share the answer, but just don't Google it. Just be real. Pull from the information in your brain, and you can take a poll of the room. You can phone a friend, whatever you need to do. I was thinking that'd be a fun section for us to introduce one of these times.
Phone a friend,
and we just like try and conference in. We send a text to a friend and see if they'll jump in for a nice.
We should just send them the phone number to dial in.
Yeah. And then Sam, producer Sam on the boards from Sultan Studios, you could create a little like animated bird or something that would like move its mouth while they talk.
There should be really tense music playing while they try to answer the question that we have for them.
Yeah.
We might do Jeopardy music.
We might do some Owen Wilson impressions today. Who knows?
I've been listening to other podcasts, and I've been hearing that impression all over the place.
Oh, it's trending.
Yeah. I don't think we started the trend though.
Well, it's like once you pop, you can't stop. Okay, like
it is. I know what you mean about that. Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue now.
I'm pretty excited. I saw the newest trailer for the Loki series, and Owen Wilson looks very fun, and I hope it's a good role for him.
I'm sorry, did you see the freeze frame of that trailer? Like one of the most important moments of that trailer. Is there a
little Easter egg in there?
I'm just saying, there may be a scene that looks like Vormir, and it might look like there's Loki sitting on one rock, and sitting right next to him, the hair looks very much like Black Widow. Just saying.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
There's all these theories out there right now that she's still alive, that the snap did bring her back, but that it didn't bring her back from Vormir.
Sure. Oh, so she's just living on a desolate
With that
alien world?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. Well, that's fun. That'll be interesting. I mean,
Time will tell.
Yeah, indeed. Time is important theme in the Loki series. It appears.
Yeah. Timelines.
The time stone. Is he the guy with the time stone?
He had the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So no, it was not the Time Stone. That's Doctor Strange is the one who had the Time Stone, and it was a very controversial use of it at the end of his first movie.
Well, and then it was very controversial that he gave it. That he just gave it away.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, he wasn't. He's the protector of it. So, his people believe you protect it. Do not give it away. But I think obviously he had to. It was fated.
He makes strange decisions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump into the puzz, and we'll give ourselves an hour to do it, and away we get. Okay. Anything to note?
It's kind of one of those puzzles that's broken into 9 segments.
Yeah. Nonance.
Yeah, we said we'd look that up one time.
Yeah, we did.
We've never looked it up.
Continue to pretend it's a word.
Yeah,
Let's
so
make
not very
a note.
many long ones. Just there's a 17 across is all the way across, all 15 letters, and then the 27 across and 49 across are also, they have 11 letters, and then 63 across again is all the way across. This looks like a pretty standard puzzle to me. Nothing unusual, right? Nonant.
Yeah, I'll just drop our etymological past things in there, so we'll remember it too. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks pretty normie. Just 2 long ones. I'm excited. I maybe want to jump straight to those if you guys.
Oh, I know how Daniel. Yeah, that's this is a tactic maybe to start to understand the theme is a good way to go fast, because the theme helps you really solve it with some pace, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you like to keep the theme just right there at the edge of your your perception, and just see if you just stumble into it at the right time.
Sure.
But sometimes you just want to get that theme.
Well, let's tap on 17 across then, and we'll see what we have for that 15-letter answer.
Weary boaters welcome sight.
So it's a pun of some kind.
So a weary boater's welcome sight but it's a weary boater. Your arms are tired, or if you're a boater, or
it would be like a lighthouse in general, or right, or like land, or in general.
Yeah, lighthouse.
But the pun,
something on the horizon.
Yeah, or something to actually do with seeing.
Or just a pun with sea. I don't know. Okay, should we look at then 63 across?
Let's do it. Another 15 letters.
Oh, boaters collectively. So nautically themed, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit maritime.
Mm-hmm.
So then, for fun, I just want to see now what we have for 27 across there and 49 across.
Yeah. This is 11 letters for 27 across. The clue?
Cry on arriving for a boating trip.
Okay.
Yeah, all very boaty.
Nautical indeed. And 49.
And then the last
49
long
across.
one, 49 across.
This one is completely retire from boating. It's funny. I just recommended David Foster Wallace's review of a cruise that he once took that was published in Harper's to someone today, and I wanted to reread it tonight, and I feel like this is telling me to do just that.
Well, if it's a really good read, post it in the notes.
Yeah, we want to share it with the world.
Yeah.
So now all we can do is just go back to the standard approach of starting a puzzle and do 1 across, right?
Unless we want to look at 40 across and see if it's
the very center, the very middle center, 3 letters, 40 across.
Big gobbler.
Okay. Should we just start there?
Yeah, I got nothing. Big gobbler, 3 letters.
Like a pig because they eat a lot,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
but maybe not. I don't know.
We could, yeah, big gobbler.
Uh,
Like a jaw.
like an orc. Is
An
that
orc.
weird? Orc might gobble something.
Well, should we
Back
work
to
from
work.
here?
Sure, let's work it. 29 down, blank.
Yeah,
3
3
blanks.
letters on 29 down.
Hardest part of a date. The pit?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems right. Yeah,
Nice.
that's good. So now we
Nice.
have T blank blank for 40 across that big gobbler.
Oh, should we try 30 down?
Okay, 30 down.
Or how about
is-
35 across, blank, eye,
35
blank.
blank eye blank for 35 across.
Title for the entitled, maybe. Sir?
Sir? Yeah.
So now 30 down, blank R blank blank blank.
Futuristic delivery service.
Delivery device.
The device, excuse me. Futuristic
Drone.
Oh, drone.
Indeed. When's that going to happen?
It keeps.
night.
They keep talking
I don't
about it
know. Any
at
day.
night. At night. No, when are we finally going to get that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Or-
how soon are we good to go on that? It's self-driving cars. Come on. Let's hop to it. 45 across, N blank blank. Grab hold of.
Nab.
I like that. 41 down. So the big gobbler is T-O blank at this point.
Big gobbler.
Uh,
Tot.
Big gobbler. Tot.
Like a young child.
A young child is a big gobbler.
I don't know. Well, let's do
Do you have a
41
young
down.
Child, dude. Okay, 41 down. Blank A blank.
Dallas NBA player in brief. What's their team?
Dallas
Mav.
Mavericks. So a big gobbler. Tom. Is that like a drum reference? Like a drum?
Tom, turkey
Big
Tom.
gobbler.
Oh, turkey.
Turkey Tom. Turkey. That's a thing. That's a sandwich. Turkey Tom at a.
Oh,
Jim
okay.
John's
So
or
a
something?
gobbler is a sandwich, a type of turkey sandwich.
Sure.
I have no idea.
All right, let's do what? 46 down or
Yes.
40? We already know 49 across, but that's a pun. We're not going to. We're going to need to build more letters into that.
Okay. So wait, 49 across.
Oh,
wait,
Tom is a male turkey, says GS 9391. Maybe
Oh.
that's right.
big gobbler. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Thanks. We're just gonna call you Gus. No. I am 46 down. B followed by 6 blanks.
Enjoy oneself festively. Gosh.
Like dressed up, enjoy oneself festively.
Yeah.
Costume.
Be merry.
Sure. Be merry.
I don't know.
Let's check it out. 53 across, maybe M blank blank blank.
The clue is having no application.
Like moot?
Moot.
Could it be?
Yeah.
Well,
like that.
what is? It's moot. Oh, it's
Yeah.
moot. Is not.
Moot point.
Doesn't apply.
Doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a cow's opinion. It's moo. Sorry, that's a 50. You know it. Yeah, Joey, right?
Moo point. Blank O blank blank for 51 51 down.
Oh.
Yeah. Blank Kleb, Bond villain in From Russia with Love. Kleb, Bond villain from Russia with Love. Don't know. 57 across, blank blank.
Yeah, blank 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 E blank.
Second staff in many an orchestral score. Like something clef.
Like treble? No. Second staff. Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe.
And many.
But
Second
I mean, I know you got your bass clef and you got your treble clef, and maybe there's some other kind of clef that's just a letter, but I don't know that. Yeah. Let's see 58 down, see if that's right. C blank blank blank, maybe the C.
The clue: a physics Nobelist who developed an early model of the atom.
I don't know from Adam.
Early model. I don't know.
59 down, maybe L blank blank blank.
Psalm starter. Is it Lord?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I start all my psalms with Lord.
Yeah. 67 across then is looking interesting now. Blank 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 RR.
The clue is look upon with disgust. Well, sneer doesn't have two
Yeah, I
R's.
know. Lord, maybe not right. Maybe be merry, not right.
Like abhor? Is that or is that's just like think upon with disgust? Maybe not look upon.
Oh, should we try 70 across?
Oh yes, blank 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 blank. Why?
Spoiling one's attendance record. Say tardy.
Nice. So Lord.
That tardy works with Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but so a poor could be wrong. Physics Nobelist. It's probably not something HR. That doesn't quite look right. So, how about 64 down? Blank blank.
Blank blank T. Yeah.
The clue is taken. Net.
Net.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Net.
It could.
Net.
Well, it could be let or net. What
I
about
thought it was
you?
eat. I thought it was eat.
It could be that.
It could be so many things.
Okay.
Gas in the comment section. Gas 9391 says Bohr, like Niels Bohr, perhaps for BOHR, and then we like abhor still.
Okay, so then, but Clough would be wrong. So Niels Bohr and abhor. Then we already saw our take in blank AT. So
Then,
eat David.
Yeah, eat looks good. Yeah.
Okay, but now we've got something TD for the
Well,
song.
it's actually should be blank blank
oh, my
OD.
bad. Excuse me.
Oh
Good.
God, or something like
Oh
that.
God.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh God. Who are you?
Oh God.
Oh
In the
God.
beginning of a psalm, I guess, is what you say. Oh God, comma, paragraph, new paragraph.
Yeah. So this is the
Well, the F is wrong too. We should assert
Oh.
that 51 down doesn't have. We don't know.
second staff.
Is it an oboe?
Oboes.
Oboes?
Oboes?
Second staff in many an orchestral score.
Yeah,
Oboes.
because the oboes are playing the bass clef or something. Is that what that would be?
Or like,
not. Maybe it's not the clef. It's just second staff.
I guess they organize the like.
Oh, you have the stacks. The
So if you're in charge of the whole orchestra, you're the conductor. You have
maestro
on a sheet. It goes. It lists each
of
instrument
the staff.
Yeah.
For each instrument. That's right.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Oboes second.
Oboes a bit of a crosswordese. We should point out because oboes.
Mm-hmm.
The letters are so convenient to build the puzzle with. Where should we go from here now that we have oboes? Should we do 50 down?
Blank blank O blank BA.
The clue is iRobot product. And that is a Roomba.
Mm-hmm. You guys got
raise your hand if you have
DJ
a Roomba.
Roomba. No, I don't.
I don't.
Producer Sam, you Roomba still working? He must be listening. Oh, he's
You
not.
Roomba, bruh?
Yeah, he's Roomba back since the Milton days.
What?
Probably he had it before that too. So
A Roomba is a robot vacuum that's a circle. It's like a big puck, and it just rolls around your
rolls
carpet,
around and or your hardwood floors,
and it just
whatever.
bumps up. I think my dogs would hate it.
Yeah.
The newest Roombas probably have a like sensor rather than like the old Roombas had just like a physical sensor that you would bump
on another radar or something sonar.
Yeah. Okay, so where should we go from here? Let's do 52 across. Blank 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 O. Victor, who wrote Odes et Ballades.
I'm sorry, it's odds et ballades.
How would you say that in French? Maybe.
Maybe the S's are silent.
Well, but not when they come when a vowel comes after it. Don't you say it?
Oh.
You know what we should do in the etymological pass is we
Look
should
up some
Google
French
it and then
pronunciation.
well, we should play the Google saying it.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, well, anyone? Victor?
Don't know any
Victor
Victors.
Hugo is what I would
Oh.
say.
I was just thinking that too. That sounds probably right. So 44 down, blank, blank, G.
A pup is a young one.
A dog.
Adorable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dogs. That's a theme today because Finn was barking. My
Oh,
dogs were
right.
barking at some point. So,
Well,
Finn is a young one.
but he doesn't have anything to do with boats, so
Does
That's
he
true.
not?
not
Do
yet.
you know
I
that
mean,
about
he's never
him?
been on one.
He gives
Maybe in
me
his
captain
dreams.
vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
49 across
Yeah.
is getting filled in. It almost looks like it says the word forever right there.
Yeah. Completely retire from boating. Forever. Well, that's 51 down. And let's,
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Could it be forevermore, but like more?
Oh,
Oh,
Like to-
forever.
hey, so
Moor.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Max
That's
up.
fun.
Henceforth and
Forevermore.
Forevermore.
Oh, that's sad. And
Sure.
no, my dogs don't. Gus was asking, no, my dogs don't swim.
I
like
bet
a
he
boat.
could swim like a boat, okay?
Like a boat.
I bet he could do anything. He seems like he'd go really fast in the water. He would be like a dinghy.
We'll have to find out sometime.
Feel
Yeah.
free to find a picture of Finn if you want and make it your background so that our live listeners can see it just for a moment.
Okay.
63 across. Now we might have a way in. Boaters
No.
collectively. Blank, 5 blanks, and then EMOGR followed by 5 blanks. Where do you think that splits? Like at the
Demographic.
demo
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something demographic.
Um,
So, but it's going to be like.
so it would be maybe an alternate spelling, a
Yeah.
homonym, what do you call it? Homophone
Homophone.
for one of the demo or graphic with
Yeah.
the F or
Yeah, but yeah. But I think the first word is going to be it's going to have the little
the
homophone.
yeah.
What should we do from
phrase
here?
that would go with demographic, like
Yeah,
Key-
that's what I was just thinking.
key.
Yeah, so QUAY, key demographic.
Yes.
Nice work.
Adorable.
That word we should definitely look up. I'm going to put that in the
Yeah.
note there.
It's-
Okay.
I know it's just like I think of it as like the shoreline of a river in a city, kind of, or like where boats come up to.
Yeah.
It's
I think
like
that's a hard. It's such a unlike conventional spelling of that in terms of like how my mind sees it. You want to say quay,
You sure do. Like bridge
Or read
over
it.
the river, Kwai.
yeah. But key, yeah. Let's look it up. I bet it's French, probably.
Oh, that'll be great in our etymological pass.
Yeah. Okay. How about the Q then with 54
Yeah.
down? Blank Q blank blank.
The clue is watery shade.
Aqua.
Nice.
55 down. Blank U blank blank.
Barge haulers. Tugs.
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 Nice. Boats. 56 down. Blank A blank blank.
The clue that's some story, but not in quotes.
Right. That's some story. So it's not a saying. It's a clue. That's some story.
What about 54 across?
Yeah. 80 blank blank blank.
The clue is when Tatum O'Neal won her Oscar, and I'm assuming it's like at 10. She was such a young
child,
kid
yeah.
when she
That's nice.
did
Yeah,
that.
at 10. A tail. Okay, so Gus says tail for 56
56
down.
down.
Oh, nice.
That's some story. Tail.
Yeah.
That's
So
some
now we
story.
get to play the
Oh.
true clue game.
Oh yeah, the true clue game for newcomers to the podcast is where we have one letter left in the answer, and each of us is gonna guess what a possible clue could fill in that letter.
But
So
we
it's
think of the
UGL
clue
blank.
in our heads, and then we have to give a clue. Or we think of the answer in our heads, and then we give a clue to each other.
Yeah, and yeah. You just have to avoid looking at the clues when we play the true clue game.
Yeah. As soon as we say,
'cause-
"Oh, true clue," you don't look.
Okay, so Timberthrax says for true clue guess, yo mama so.
For UGL blank.
Yeah, UGL blank. I think he went right for the kind of the lowest hanging fruit as far as
Right.
what letter could fit there. I think all of us were looking at ugly.
Yeah, ugly. Yeah. But could we think of alternate clues for it?
Blank duckling.
Ugly duckling. Nice.
Ugly duckling. Gus says type of fish.
Type.
Oh, there's an ugly fish that is spelled with an I, right? Yeah, there's like a.
Nice.
I think it
Nice.
is. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think there's a potential alternate spelling there, and that's what Gus might have been talking about.
Yeah. I mean, other sayings you might see in there. This could get blank.
Oh,
quotes.
ugly.
Things might get, or ugly.
And maybe I'll say, Blank Betty, TV show.
Ugly Betty.
Yeah, nice.
Starring America Ferrera.
Well, the Taru clue is
66 across.
mean-spirited. Yeah, so ugly.
Oh, that's ugly.
I don't know who took that. None of us. We all kind of, I probably Gus. So 69 across, ASE blank, and 52 down, HEYY blank.
Yeah.
I have a true clue for 52 down.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, like famous Outcast song.
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only spelling that's that way, I think. I mean, if I was going to write it out in a text or something, I just write HEYA.
Mm-hmm.
That seem normal?
That seems
That's
normal.
what you would do? But then the Outcast song does have the hey, yeah.
Well, because it is hey ya,
Yeah.
not hey ya.
Not hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Hey ya.
Okay, well, that you're probably right about that. 52
So we do
down.
this. I have a guess for 69 across, ASE blank. I thought maybe this puzzle's themes body
A
A
C.
C.
or status or something. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Something where you think it's going to tie into the nautical theme.
Yeah.
You're probably
Well
right.
done.
Yeah. Because we don't have a one that kind of touches on it that we've seen. It's not the
Not
one
yet.
in the middle.
No.
So let's see it. Let's check it out. Our ASE blank deployed as a sailor. So indeed, that
Wow.
is a C. And then 52 down, the clue was 2003 #1 Outcast hit. That's like 6 points for Lindsay. Good job.
People listen to that song a lot. You even still do, but that was that must have been on the record, like enduring hits of that time. Like it was popular until through the 2000s, I would say. It was everywhere you went.
All right. Well, how about 39 down? Blank blank FUND.
The clue is the customer's right at times.
Refund.
Refund.
Okay. And where to now, Lindsay?
Could we? I mean, let's. You want to try 65 down?
Yeah. P blank blank.
The clue is. Oh, you go ahead. You go right ahead. This one's
that,
you.
That clue, inflation figure, abbreviated. P blank blank.
Well, David, you
Come on, David.
You got some areas of knowledge about finance and things, don't you?
Yeah.
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 So what's an
like
inflation
maybe
figure?
like PC
Like a
inflation
percentage?
figure, PC.
T.
Oh, percentage? I don't know. PCI or inflation figure? Yeah, percent. PCT? PSI? Well, I think PCT.
That is an inflation figure. PSI.
Oh, nice. Gus. Thanks, Gus. Okay,
inflation figure. Was it was it like a pun?
like inflating a tire.
Like your tire.
But did it have a question mark on it?
Oh.
No, but that's just an abbreviation for
sure.
a figure of inflation.
Yeah.
For PSI.
Okay, where to from here?
68 across.
S blank blank blank.
The clue is galactic conquerors of film.
You got your Thanoses. You got your
Sith. Timber
Very well
Thrax.
done.
Nice. Yeah, the Sith. Watch out for them.
that's with an I, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's with an I. Yeah, Sith. I remember I saw a headline after that one of those movies came out, and the headline was "Sith happens." on the Revenge of the Sith.
That's fun. That's nice.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. 71 across. I blank, blank, blank.
Verbal equivalent to a nod of the head. Could be like I see. Like,
I see.
Yes.
Okay. So now we get a true clue it up with 61 and 62 down.
Yes, blank ITE for 61 down. Don't look at the clue.
Don't look.
Don't look over there, wherever it is.
It could be, it could be
Oh, Mary
take
Poppins
a blink
prop.
out of crime.
A bite.
Bite.
Yeah.
And I was going to say a Mary Poppins prop. Yeah.
Kite.
Oh,
Yes.
cute.
Nice.
Like a little pest.
Might.
A night, a mite. Yeah, like a little insect thing.
Yeah.
All right. True clue time. 61 down. Wikipedia, for example.
A site.
Yeah.
Site.
Nice.
Okay, so 62 across, blank CHE.
Or 62 down here.
Excuse me, down, yes. Could be.
What tiger balm aims to fix?
Oh, I know about that. Ache. Yeah. I've been putting there's a tiger balm patches you can get, not just the balm, and the patches are great. You just slap them on and then
Wow.
they just like
I gotta try that.
Do you
I
think
love the balm.
Tiger Woods' friends are sending them to him?
yeah. Tiger,
Like,
here's your balm, man.
This will feel good, and it's kind of a
This'll
little joke.
feel good
like
for
it's
your
a little pun on your
Broken
name.
body right now.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, the true clue. Oh wait, does anyone else have anything else?
I think that's like the best answer.
That's it. 62
The
down.
best clue.
Belly trouble.
Belly trouble is an ache.
Yeah.
Belly ache.
Belly ache. Okay. Did we already see 60 across?
I did not.
I don't think I saw 60 across. Blank
Okay.
SA.
Yeah. Blank.
True
SA.
clue game once more.
Could be. Airport org.
TSA.
Yeah.
Advertisement with a nonprofit message.
PSA.
Female bear in Spanish.
Osa.
Nice, David.
A insurance perk at some companies.
HSA.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Health insurance. Okay. True clue time. 60 across. Org concerned with air bags. Nice.
TSA.
TSA. Yeah.
I'll take that.
TSA airbags.
2 points.
Love it.
How about 31 down? That big long one.
Yes.
4 blanks, then OTTHIS. So kind of like,
Oh,
yeah.
the clue is encouraging words. You got this.
You got
Oh,
this.
we did get this.
You got this.
we
And
did
we
get
did. Thank you for that encouragement puzzle.
Let's see. 31 across.
31
Sure.
across. Y blank blank.
Blank queen slanging affirmative.
Yes.
Yas.
All right, do we have to look? Should we look up the etymology of yas?
Yes.
I
we
mean,
should.
it's rooted in some kind of like video, right? Just a person on social media on YouTube or something.
I feel like it might be part of, I could be wrong, but I think it's part of drag culture, but we'll find out.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I think why in my memory was it like there were these videos, and maybe it was just they started. This is how it got popularized.
I mean, there's so many Broad City meme, right? Like when Hillary
know.
Clinton was on, they say like, "Yes, queen."
I just remember somebody like yelling it at Lady Gaga.
Yes, I'm
That
sure that has
feels
happened.
like where I first became like seeing
Mhm,
people,
mhm.
hearing people do that. But yeah, that'll be interesting. 32 down. A blank 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 O.
Okay, the clue is Dino is to the Flintstones what blank is to the Jetsons. That's Astro,
Indeed.
Nice. Astro is the dog.
the dog.
The dog.
Yeah, because they're
the pet.
space.
The dinosaur is Dino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 33 down. So Astro is actually it's short because he's an astronaut. Dino is a dinosaur, and astro is an astro. No.
Dog. Astro dog.
Astro dog, excuse me. Okay, 33 down. S blank 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 R.
That clue is cut off. Sever.
Nice.
Sever.
Well, now 42 across. Oh, we got a true clue. Blank GRE for 47 across. Shrek.
Yeah, I was just going to
For
say that.
example.
Yeah, Shrek comes to mind with the word ogre. What you need to advance. Oh, degree. And with the D and an E squeezed in at the beginning and then a double E. I don't know.
I see, like with a little a rebus.
Rebus.
Agree.
A-G-R-E.
A-G-R-E. A-G-R-E. Yes.
A GRE. Ah, nice.
It is hard to know.
Sometimes it would need like a sometimes, or like a thing you might,
like you're saying the clue would have to indicate that there's an article A in front of the GRE, right?
Well, and also that it is not the thing you need to graduate. It's like it's an example of one. So that there are other ways you can get to. Anyway.
Well, there you go, Timberthrax. Just we're sharing how the mind of Will Shortz works.
47 across. Anyone else? True clue.
Come on, it's ogre.
It's ogre.
Big meanie. Ogre. Nice.
Big meanie. Okay, now 37 down. Blank blank O-M-O.
Bit of publicity.
Yeah,
Promo.
One way to get ahead. A GRE.
So 42 across now. We got a true clue. Did you guys agree? Promo's good?
Yeah, promo sounds right.
Okay. So we can true clue it. It looks like it can't be many things, but 42 across. Blank RUTV.
Home of crime documentaries.
Oh.
True TV. That's probably just spot on. Are there any specific shows?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Okay. 42 across.
Adam Ruins Everything. Error.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Adam Ruins Everything?
I've never.
Adam Conover?
Does he ruin everything?
Yeah, he kind of like does a deep dive into things and makes you feel guilty.
He's
for
a
not-
know-it-all.
Oh, so
Yeah.
like Debbie Downer and me.
Is that what Debbie Downer and you do?
I mean, sometimes I think I can probably be a bit of a know-it-all.
Well,
but Debbie
it's
Downer's
great to have
worse.
people who are know-it-alls on a podcast for crossword puzzles, right?
Yeah.
So
cool, 'cause
sometimes
you gotta-
it's a skill that you should feel grateful for.
it's a blessing and a curse. Just depends on when.
Well, every time you bust out a piece of trivia, it's always a blessing.
Thank you.
About Adam Conover, I also like his podcast factually. So maybe someday I'll put it in the art section. But
Take that
that's
for a
just
spin.
yeah.
Okay, so let's 36 across. Blank blank POSE.
Bring down by coup, e.g.
Depose. Yeah.
Fun.
That brings to mind for me the word oust and the word ouster, which is always one of those terms that it's like it's one of those ones that sounds like it should mean something else. Like an ouster should be the person ousting. Like if you
But the ouster is the event.
Yeah. And that brings to mind another funny one that it's like journalists. I guess I don't know if I'm only noticing that all journalists always say these data, just like drain. Just like
it depends on if it's AP style.
Oh, it's a style thing.
Yeah,
Well,
they go by a style guide, and that might be AP style.
I hear people using it like extemporaneously, and so that to me bespeaks some kind of like rigorous, like
Some people use it as a term in the field that they're in, and it's just it's just they refer to data and data sets as plural, and that's but so many people don't.
Isn't that an English thing? I don't know. I feel like I think you can. Probably, but it feels like conversationally, like people would say like the data shows like that's just a thing that people do. And
and every time it happens, all the pedants in the world are like,
these data.
Is it as controversial as the Oxford comma?
Yeah, a little. I mean, it goes deep just like that does. It goes back to the ivy walls of.
I was surprised when AP said that you could use the % symbol as opposed to spelling the word out, because I was raised in writing, spelling it out in AP style.
Well, I was always MLA man. So.
Well, also that's the thing, is that you end up like getting set in stone in whatever the time period of style that you kind of, unless you're in it as what you do for work all the time. A lot of people just were learning that at a certain age, and they just get stuck with it. But then updates happen. You don't renew your Rogers or whatever.
I mean, if you're a English teacher, you might, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Nice pull there, David. Your Rogers. Shall we go to where? 19 down?
Sure. 19 Let's do it.
Down. Blank, 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 blank. ET.
The clue is PowerPoint. Outlet.
Oh, nice.
I like it. Let's take a look again then at 27 across. See if we can get this themed one. 6 blanks. P D blank blank L. And it was cry on arriving for a boating trip. I'm fairly certain the P and the D are separating words.
Yeah, that sounds right.
One and something deal. What's the deal? Cry on arriving for a boating trip.
Could be 19 down, be a socket instead. Gus is wondering.
19
it could
down. It could. Let's try 26 down and see if that kind of we can work around it.
Okay, 26 down. Blank blank D.
Paxil may alleviate it. In brief, depression, anxiety, ADD.
ADD.
Yeah. Okay, so
D blank DL is the end of that 27 across.
Let's try 25 across.
Sure.
And we've got blank A and then blank blank probably. Well, blank blank for sure.
The clue is flying monsters in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, please, this is important to know because I'm playing it tomorrow night.
Well, I mean, dragons fly in D&D, so but dragons can't be part of it because it's the clue. So
bats.
Bats.
Is that it? No.
Bats agrees with outlet.
It does.
But that's weird.
Should we try 10 down?
Let's try 10 down. Yeah, 10, or what about 22 across?
A bat isn't a monster, though, is the thing.
No, it's not a monster. Mm-hmm. I know. I feel bats have been a little bit maligned this last year.
They're actually kind of cute.
And they're also suffering as much as we are during this whole COVID thing. It's not their fault. It could have come from a lab, So it's like we're all blaming bats. And they're suffering in numbers that are really hard to kind of swallow. What about 22 across?
What about 22 across? It is you blank, maybe. It's just 5 blanks.
The clue is a pup is a young one.
And that was great. Finn barked right then.
He knows we're talking about him.
He's like, yes, and that's a duplicate clue, is it not?
Yeah, because 44 down is also a pup is a young one.
Mm-hmm.
Canine?
Could it be like an otter?
Yeah.
Oh, so socket would work.
Yeah. Well,
but that still says DK there. That's weird.
Yeah.
OCD. What about OCD? 26 down.
Yes.
Because then we have obsessive
I didn't
compulsive
think
disorder.
Paxil treated ADD.
Paxil.
Yeah.
Paxil is more for depression, anxiety. Can be OCD.
OCD. Yeah. Okay, so
now we have blank OC blank for that flying monsters in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Flying monsters, so probably an S there.
Yes.
But then what is it?
Well, what about 8 down? Then we have
We
5.
should call a friend, and we should call Maureen because she would.
She would know the answer to that. Someone who has run it. She runs dungeon.
Should I just call her right now? I'll put her on speakerphone.
Yeah, just call her on your phone and see if she answers.
A new commenter, Emily Petty says it probably is bats, but it is definitely our fault for taking over all the natural space. So yeah, next pandemic will be from feedlots probably. Yeah, I've
She's
heard
talking about how the pandemic is
animals.
bats.
Yeah, and that's right. Yeah,
Can you hear this?
Yes, we can.
Emily says it probably is bats. Okay, we'll wait for Maureen.
Well, then outlets would be wrong and deck would be wrong.
No, she's talking about the bats being the source of the COVID, which is not our expertise, of course, as mere podcasters. But I do feel that we don't know for sure if it's
Let's see
from
if we
bats
can
or from a lab.
No dice.
Hello, you've reached Maureen.
Leave a message. Tell her to.
I'll text her.
Okay.
I'll text her. Let's come back to
We'll,
it.
we'll move on. We'll come back to it. Yeah. So we can go over to like 10 down, 11, work in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, 10 down, 3 blanks, then TS. Maybe, probably.
The clue there, a snail can sleep for up to 3 years, in quotes, and others.
Facts?
I guess.
Facts.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay. Where else were we going to go? I thought maybe
Let's
27
try 11
across might
down.
be interesting. Oh, okay. 11 down. Blank, 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 T.
Rapper with a hyphenated name. And Timberthrax is right. It's Ice T.
Ice dash T, but the dashes aren't when you're solving a puzzle in the New York Times. The dash doesn't count, and no
dash
apostrophes either. No dash.
So 10 across, maybe.
F-I blank blank.
Hard ball. Fist.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Okay, Maureen's calling
Maureen.
back. So 25 across.
Maureen, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Maureen, hi. It's your friend Lindsay. You're live on the Crosspod Wordcast. We're doing a phone a friend. I hope you don't mind. But this clue I felt like was one that you would absolutely be able to help us answer. So the clue is 4 letters, and right now where we are is it's blank OCS, and the clue is flying monsters in Dungeons and Dragons.
Blank OCS. Huh.
I know it's a little difficult. Like we thought. Is
Could it be-
facts
could
right?
it-
Could facts be wrong?
Facts could be wrong.
Yeah,
The
if
socket
maybe
looks pretty good. So
if we didn't.
What if it was blank OC blank?
Blank OC blank. Flying creatures.
Flying
there's lots of
monsters.
flying
Monsters.
monsters. There's lots of like bat-like things, but they tend to be called like bat swarms, or there's something else that uses the K, but it's a lot longer. It's not 4 letters. I can't think of it offhand.
Oh.
Trying to think of things that fly. It's a good question.
I still like the S though. I think the S
Blank
is
blank
likely.
blank S. No, I actually don't know this one.
Oh man. Well, I really appreciate you calling me back and helping us.
I'll text you if I think of anything.
Okay, she's gonna text us if she thinks
Perfect.
of anything. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank
we
you,
love
Maureen.
you.
She can't hear us, of course, because
They all say thank you too.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, so
That
should
was
we do?
fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was our first of many. I hope that happens a lot. And we give
yeah,
out the number.
Maybe
We'll
again
give out.
tonight.
Yeah.
Let's just give out my personal cell phone number.
Oh no, we can give out the Zoom number, and they can just call in. Well, what about 8 down though? Did we already look at that? Blank blank E.
We didn't.
You saved me. In quotes! Exclamation mark. I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Is that Fox? Is that right?
You saved me. I'm safe. I don't
Wouldn't
like
it
that.
be
Yeah, I
my
don't like
hero?
My hero. But
Yeah,
then Deck
it's
would
my
be wrong,
hero.
and it could be
So
Doc,
something
but Doc
Doc,
is also
yeah.
nautical. So
Yeah.
So it's rocks. My hero. What?
my
My Rocco.
Sorry.
My
Rocco.
Rocco.
ROCS. Okay, well,
ROCS, rocks.
We'll have to look it up
yeah, I'll
afterwards.
throw
Indeed.
that in
Now
the thing.
what?
I'm gonna
12
text
down.
her and let her know we think it's rocks.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That's passes. How about the 17 across now that we've got?
Revisiting this really long one, this 15 letters long, and somewhere in the middle, it says H blank.
She
S,
literally
C,
all
blank,
caps just wrote back rocks exclamation point.
Oh, okay. So she did find it. She knew it.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Fantastic.
I want to see their picture.
We'll have to look that up. Yeah, in the etymological pass.
So back to 17 across. You have your 8 blanks, then H blank S C E blank blank. Maybe scene at the end or something.
Yeah, the clue again, weary boaters welcome sight. Scene, SCENE.
I think it could be seen. Let's see if it works with 12 and 13 down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 down, S blank blank E.
The clue is all there.
Sane.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And 13 down, then true clue. Or don't look. I gotta get that one in there. Don't look at it. I just gotta put it in.
I'm just highlighting it. Don't look. Okay. Now we have T blank ER for 13 down and ACA blank for 16 across. True clue game, double game.
Super fruit.
Acai.
Acai for 16 across.
Place of ranking
Tier.
for 13 down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are good ones. I think that's all it could be.
Something you might hail in New York.
A cab.
Yeah.
And then it would be Tiber.
Yeah.
TBER. TBer. Someone who got tuberculosis and
Yeah.
got it real bad.
Yeah.
That's not funny. Tuberculosis is not funny. Sorry.
Not a laughing matter. But we laugh anyway.
More of a chuckle. Let's true clue it up then. We got 13 down, category.
Tier, sure.
Tier, and 16 across.
Source of a purple puree.
Acai.
So we have 15 minutes left, and we have 3 nonants really to complete.
Yeah, so no more true clue game. Maybe we're blitzing now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Yeah.
So something with the scene. Sight. Welcome. Weary boaters welcome sight. We'll get back to it. So where to? 5 across.
Yeah.
Blank.
M blank.
City in the Rio Grande Valley with a historic namesake. Alamo?
But that's not the Alamo in San Antonio is not historic. Is not a city.
And the Rio Grande Valley.
But maybe
is down.
there's a city named Alamo, and the Alamo is their historic
Sure.
namesake.
That's interesting.
Oh, I see. With a historic name. You're right. Fair.
So, let's confirm it with 9 down. O blank blank. Gus on the chat said Alamo as well. So if that makes you feel any better, there's kind of a group, a collective.
Gus is very trustworthy.
Yeah. And O blank blank for 9 down.
Flamenco shout.
Ole.
All right. So then 15 across, looking real interesting. Blank YL.
The clue is emerald is a variety of it.
Like ethyl, amyl, vinyl.
Emerald.
Well, how about 6 and 7 down? 6 down. L blank.
Springtime.
Springtime. Would it be one word if it was referring to? Is there a one word springtime? And so with them being separate, we don't interpret them as like, April, May, March, April, May kind of thing, like seasonal spring, but more of like maybe like a spring, like a bouncy spring.
Yeah, even with the other springs, I can't think of.
Well, 7 down, A blank.
That clue, beginning of the Constitution abbreviated.
What article?
We the people. Article.
Like Article I, like Roman numeral 1.
Well, how would you?
Preamble.
Roman numeral I, article I.
Art I. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
like
let's see
that.
if 21 across is blank, 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 IE.
The clue is prominent focus for a navel gazer.
but with a question mark.
Gazer?
Gazer?
Outie or an innie. It's either an innie or an outie.
Tip
So
prominent.
the
Outie.
N's can be in
Outie.
it.
Yeah.
Prominent outie.
Outie.
So now we're L blank blank T for the springtime. Lent.
Oh, Lent. It just happened. We should have known. None of us are particularly Catholic.
Oh, God.
I don't think any of it. Well, yeah, I don't think any of us are
That was a good
impertinent.
throwback to the psalm. Oh, 75% done with 11 minutes left.
Okay.
Come on, guys. We
Here
got
we
to
go.
do this.
Barrel maybe for the BERYL. That seems maybe right to me.
Mhm.
Okay, then let's confirm it with
5
5 down. A, B, blank, U, blank, blank, S.
The clue is who we are page, and that's about us.
Oh, that's
About
that
us.
About Us page.
Great.
I love it so much. It's got all the best people. Oh, we got an O there after the B in About Us. What's up, Doc?
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, and the spelling difference because Doc, the way Bugs Bunny would say it, is just DOC. Like,
Yeah,
doctor
that's
or
27
somebody.
across. Cry on arriving for a boat trip? What's up, Doc? You are right.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here, Doc. What's up?
ooh, we got Johnny Betts. He is saying student equals debt something.
He must have seen a clue that we haven't even addressed yet. Oh, student
give us
blank
the-
here. 23 across.
blank 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 T. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
Topical.
debt.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, Daniel, I have to point out that the O in About, it hasn't been written in About Us. It's a U that you've typed in. Let's
apologize.
look at that O and then see what we
unendingly.
have for 17 across again. Blank, 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 O-N, the scene. So something on the scene.
New
5
on the
blanks
scene
in the
or
front.
Wayboaters welcome site. So if
No, it's okay, Johnny
Let's
Johnny
just try
Betts.
18 down. Johnny Betts, you're doing great. You didn't do anything wrong.
So the on the scene would be. Do we think it's the other thing that's going to be the pun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
But then the pun still has scene in there, but it's good. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. What about
bet it's-
what about 18 down? Did we look at that? Horizon.
yeah, we got no time for the game.
Horizon is what
I
Johnny
think that's
Betts
probably going to
guesses.
be right. 18
Horizon
down.
the scene.
Horizon, the scene.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back to 18 across. Blank OBS.
Yeah, 18 down.
Wins undeservedly over.
Like mobs? Wins
mobs,
undeservedly over.
Robs.
Robs.
She was robbed. Meryl
Oh.
Streep was
Oh,
robbed.
right, Robs. Okay, that's a strange a strange clue for that word. You know.
Yeah.
Wins
Okay, so
undeservedly over.
Horizon then is not what we got.
No,
there.
Horizon
We
is
tried 24 down.
yeah,
Yeah.
E.T. blank blank blank.
Upper atmosphere with the
The
et the ether.
The ether. Nice.
38 across. Blank 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 ER.
The clue is input.
Enter.
Nice.
Enter.
43
Like the
across.
verb.
Blank 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 RED.
The clue is like idols. Honored? Admired?
Doesn't
Honored.
fit. Like golden idols.
Idols.
Okay.
What about 27
Yes.
down? You have W blank E blank blank. Adored. Adored says Gus.
Yes.
And I think Gus is right.
Gus is always right.
Yeah. And then we have, again, 27 now says W blank EA blank.
And the clue is exact.
Exact as a verb, like exact, like wield, or no, or exact like as an adjective. Exact, precise. How about 28 down? H blank ND blank.
Language written in the Devanagari script.
Probably Hindi.
Hindi.
34 across. Blank I blank H.
Deep pocketed. Rich.
Rich. Okay, so reap probably is exact, like reap.
I was thinking wreak, like with a K.
Oh, reek. Sorry, yeah, reek.
Like wreak havoc, like
Yes,
exact some sort of toll. Yeah. I
Should
don't know.
we try
From
3
God.
down?
Three.
Three down, yeah.
Blank, 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 blank. DACTO blank.
The clue is minor performer.
Child actor.
Hmm.
So 48 across. Drink originally called Blanc Cassis Cure.
Here.
And that's isn't that like that yogurt? Is it a yogurt drink?
No, kefir. That's kefir.
That's kefir,
Okay. Well, then we'll look up Cure.
which is also it's delicious. 20
Yeah.
across.
Yep. Blank blank L.
Error of political parodies. Briefly.
SNL.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
One down, and I'd say now we got a little time. We got 6 minutes left, so we could
We can breathe.
we can
Take
read-
it.
we could
Yeah.
do a true clue maybe.
Okay.
One
okay.
one down. Blank 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 S. Fashion.
Accessories that shed. Those are boas.
Nice.
If I know boas,
Oh.
it's
It's
just you
true.
walk into a
They
room
do
and
shed.
then it's everywhere.
And if David knows boas, then
Yeah.
then he would say so.
And now a 2 down. Blank, 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 N.
N.
Boss of a bosun. Is that a captain? Bosun is on a ship, so the
Oh yeah, it's like a
captain would be
boatswain or
the-
something like that. Yeah, I thought a boats. Yeah, boatswain is like the other letters are removed.
CPT?
So captain is CAPN. Yeah, like Captain Crunch.
So yeah, it's a bosun written as casually.
That's
or
so
whatever.
funny. I've only ever seen it BOSUN.
Well, now we have some weird true clue things going on.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got a great true clue for one,
I don't think
for
I
one
don't-
across.
for one across.
BCC blank.
Daniel's he's
Passive
stalling.
aggressive way of making sure someone's boss sees that they're not doing great work digitally.
Yeah. BCCs.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah. Then 14 across OAH blank could be
The Big Island.
no, that's not the Big Island.
Oh damn.
No, it's Honolulu, where the isle with the North Shore.
Oahu, the island with
Oahu.
Laie and all that stuff too.
Yeah, and
Okay, yeah.
Honolulu. Yeah, Waikiki. 14 across. Then the true clue, or sorry, one across. BCC blank. Hidden addresses for sure.
Oh, Lindsay gets a
BCCs.
point.
I like your usage better as a.
I'll say that's a real passive aggressive thing to do is when you just CC someone into it.
Mhm. And then
Yeah, you're just being totally open. Hey,
You're
everybody
like,
knows
hey,
about this.
I'm
Yeah.
going to let you know that I'm bringing your boss into this.
It's also a very convenient though. As long as everybody's like expecting this kind of thing, it's a great way to include everyone on a message.
Like, oh, are you gonna CC? I'm gonna CC some other people when I reply all.
Yeah.
CC later. 14 across Oahu. Then sorry, an island where once rained for 331 days straight. That sounds about right.
Wow.
So we've already seen. Let's try and true clue 4 down. That'll be fun. We've got time.
Okay.
SU blank.
Okay.
Okay.
Blank sells seashells
Lawyers.
down by the seashore.
She?
Oh, I was gonna.
It says-
I thought her name was. I thought she had a
Sue?
name, and it was
Sue.
Sue.
Okay. Lawyers. Job.
Sue.
What a lawyer does.
Sue.
What a litigator does. Yes. Yeah.
Sue.
Or just
Anything else?
so blank me.
Oh, so blank me.
So
That's a
Sue.
great clue.
And we're all putting the E in there. Timberthrax says 2 integers make 1.
Some.
Some.
But we're all supposing that the letter E is going to be in there because that makes appear on the scene.
Yeah, that's
so the
nice.
puns are happening twice there because
So
it's
cute.
appear.
Such a cute pun.
Yeah.
But if some is a good one for if we didn't care about what 17 across was. There's also a lot of other ones we didn't do that would have been fun.
But the true clue for 4 down, SU blank, is sick legal on.
Well, that
Sue.
that implies that there was some sort of
Sue.
quotation marks around it or something.
It was like, I was doing like sick, bro.
Yeah.
What
Sick
is that?
legal on is like the verb sick legal SIC.
Yes.
It's a strange. Let's we'll have to review SIC.
Yeah, let's SIC some things. CC. I'll SICC you on that. Oh, and
The ends in sight. So we have all the letters are filled in.
I typed the wrong letter.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did we get wrong?
Da-da-da-da. All right,
we did it. It gave us a little snail image because we did it 1 minute and 1 second slower than our average. Well done, says Gus. Thanks.
Just
Thank
than my
you.
average, although these days my averages are our averages.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, I you know, it's nice. You got to get that average down so then you can get it back up. So, great. Well, we have a few things for our etymological pass.
We sure do.
Through in there. Let's maybe start with
Nonent.
yeah, let's start with nonent here. Okay, let's see what I can pull up.
Nonent is a word that you think of. It's like quadrant is the thing you see in a group of 4 squares. It's a quadrant, and then there's a sextant.
Oh, there it is.
What do you have?
Define nonent. One of pieces of an area divided into 9 sections. Do we need to go any further than that? That's but it's an Urban Dictionary here.
Oh, I like that.
To check out at Edom Online and see.
Edom Online might be fun. You know, the character from Star Trek Voyager, the character 7 of 9. Some might be familiar with her. She's she's 7 of 9. You know. But she is 1 unit of 9, and so she's a nonent herself, right?
Yeah, yeah, and she's also not an ant.
A non-ant. She has no nieces or nephews. No nieces, no nephews. She's a non-ant.
Yeah,
for life. She's committed. I don't think she has siblings. Is the problem.
Yeah, she also doesn't live in a hill and leave pheromone trails for her other nonents.
She does leave pheromone trails, Daniel. I've seen the show, and I can tell you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, how about Tom? Then?
Yeah, what about Tom? Tom is a thing I think of as a person, a man's name, short for Thomas.
Tom Chicken?
Tom Cat?
Yeah, I think of Tom Cat. Let's see if we find compare Tomcat. Well, so this says, okay, such as Tom Turkey. Okay. So Tom Cat, 1809, from Tom plus Cat, probably influenced by Tom the Cat in the popular children's book, The Life and Adventures of a Cat, 1760. That looks like a fun little book to get, The Life and Adventures of a Cat.
From that long ago?
Yeah. Out of print, maybe. It replaced earlier Gib Cat. See Gib. Okay.
Jib. Oh, Gilbert.
Masculine proper name, a familiar abbreviation of Gilbert. Okay. Gib Cat.
Typical name for a cat.
So, Tom the Cat in the popular children's book Adventures of a Cat, though Tom was applied to male kittens in the 1300s. The name has also been used of males of other beasts and birds since at least 1791, such as Tom Turkey by 1846. Also see T-Bear.
Look at it. It's a link. You gotta tap it.
Name of the cat in Reynard the Fox, late 18th century, hence used as a proper name for any cat. From Flemish and Dutch Tybert, Old French T-Bear. Yeah. Identified with masculine proper name Tybalt, which is from the Old French Theobald. Tybalt, isn't that in Romeo and Juliet? One of the guys, Tybalt. Okay, so that's fun. Tom comes from the Life and Adventures of a Cat. We'll put links to it. It's probably on Amazon. You can get a copy.
And it came from kittens, male kittens to turkeys.
Yeah.
Sam just said in the chat, did we just get one review of 1 star saying we're not so interesting?
Did we?
Was that for us, or was it someone reviewing the Edom Online, Sam?
Yeah, I not know the link I posted. Okay.
Oh.
I missed it. I missed the link you posted. So Tom, though, we've come.
Oh, the books, the Life and Adventures of a Cat.
The poor book got a review.
On books.google.com has
one review, one single review.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well,
not so interesting.
Let's go to key.
Ooh.
Q-U-A-Y.
Q-U-A-Y.
Noun.
Key.
Landing place. Place where vessels are loaded and unloaded. A wharf. 1690s, a spelling variant of Middle English key, K-E-Y, K-E-Y-E, C-A-Y-E, wharf. In 13th century, mid-13th century, in place names. Old French kai, C-A-I, although maybe still pronounced kai? I don't know. Old French chai, C-H-A-I, sandbank, from Gaulish Caim, from Old Celtic cagio, to encompass, enclose, from Welsh cae, fence, hedge, Cornish cae, hedge, from the Piai root cag, to catch, seize, wickerwork, fence. So it's just kind of like a little enclosure, a key, from the French. Spelling altered in English by influence of French. Kai, Q-U-A-I. I assume that's how that's pronounced.
I imagine if we're saying key, like
they probably
in
say
English,
key too.
It's probably from like them saying key. I, that's not necessarily true, but
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they have another word, Q-U-A-I, which is a public path beside a waterway, usually having buildings on either side from that same French word, and then it says key, Q-U-A-Y. Like the Quai d'Orsay is Q-U-A-I, and so there's a little different than the key word, the keyword that means the boat enclosure, or a place where boats are loaded and unloaded. Key. Well, so then the keys, like Florida keys.
Yeah, I think that's all the same. Yeah, it's the same.
It all comes from just water and like enclosed kind of, or like water edges and such. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, well, we're next.
We got we could do sick, S-I-C.
Oh,
the verb to like attack a dog. You sick your dog on someone. You send them to capture.
Okay, so the verb, it says to set upon, attack, sick, S-I-C-K. Sick verb, to chase, set upon, as in command, sick him, 1845. Dialectical variant of seek. Oh, okay. Used as an imperative to incite a dog to attack a person. Oh, dog. Dogs are a theme. Or animal, hence cause to pursue. Related, sicking.
And we ran across the sick in the crossword puzzle because it tends to find SIC as a useful little 3-letter word to kind of plug into a puzzle.
Yeah.
Sic semper tyrannis, says Timberthrax.
Long live tyrants. Or death to all tyrants. Death to all tyrants. Something. Okay, what else? Rocks.
Oh, R-O-C-S.
R-O-C. Well, let's maybe just see what a rock. Large, ferocious, R-O-C. Now, large, ferocious bird of fable, 1570s, from Arabic, ruk, R-U-K-H-K-H. From Persian, ruk. Persian only needs one KH. Mentioned in Marco Polo's account of Madagascar. Modern use is mostly from Arabian Nights, hence rock's egg, something marvelous or prodigious.
We should look it up with the word on Google D&D, and then we could see the D&D imagery of what it looks like.
Wait, when you say Google D&D, you want me to just Google D&D, or is that like a site that's
no, go to Google.
Okay, D&D.
Go to Google.
Go to Google.
No. In there is D&D. Yeah, R-O-c-s.
Rock.
D and D is what
they're being a little precious.
Yeah.
There it is.
It looks like a dragon to me. I don't know how you can tell the difference. It's a dragon with a beak.
It looks like a giant,
looks like a
scary
bird.
eagle.
Oh, it's a bird.
Like
You're right. It's a big bird. Okay, it's a big bird.
Yeah.
Tolkien wrote about those. He just called them.
Oh my God! Look at the one with the lobster claws.
That's not just a big
rock
bird.
Lobster.
Okay, that's not real.
That is so funny.
Like it's real anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Tattoo ideas, anyone?
It's the perfect tattoo.
And rock lobster. I got the Dwayne Johnson face on the face of
the Rock.
Yeah, that's cute. These are.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say it reminds me of like the big birds in the Godzilla monster movies.
Yeah.
If you guys have seen any of those,
I
They're
haven't
all about those
really.
big birds,
Big birds?
fire-breathing big birds, and
BBs?
the like. All right, well that's fun. What next?
Google
Here.
original use of the word yas.
Use Yas Queen, or just Yas?
Yeah, we can do yas queen.
Okay, so where do we trust to find the
That top
what
answer
was
looks
that
pretty
top
good.
answer?
Okay,
It's like Google
That's from
picked
Pink
it.
News. Oh, I do.
News.com.
I think Pink News is trusted.
Okay, cool. Yas Queen is a type of urban gay slang that has become mainstream in recent years. Yas originated from the ball culture in the 1980s. According to the Huffington Post, it was during these balls when Yas started to be used. An audience member would shout it out to encourage fellow performers. Okay. Well, so that's where Yas comes from. So then what is the origin of Yas Queen?
Well, ball culture is oftentimes drag. I could imagine that there would be a connection there.
And it's not. Oh, that thing doesn't talk about pronunciation. So it's not yas. It's yas.
I mean, however you want to say it, but I would say yas.
But with like the vocal fry, is that's kind of like the newest. The meme feels more like really fried out, right? Like you could just say yas. You could say yas, but like the meme nowadays is like yas.
I feel like just saying yas is a little curt.
Well,
right?
it
Because
even
you're supposed to be yelling it at someone to be like, you're doing amazing in this, whatever they're doing, basically. Could be any number of things, whether it's voguing or showing off an incredible outfit that they've put together based on a theme. And so it's a hype word, right? So there's got to be a lot of energy behind it.
This will connect to my art section.
Very excited.
Yes.
Well, it goes Broad City. Google provides an alternative question there, and it spells
Did you
it
watch
out
Paris is Burning? Is that going to be your...
A's.
No. Just what you said, not necessarily this particular.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's something
Cool.
different there.
Hyping words.
Yes.
Cool.
David, did you want me to look at one of the other?
Well, it says you were talking about pronouncing it long, like, and one of them spells it out with 3 A's, Y-A-A-A-S.
You could spell it with 8 A's.
Oh, so but click on that. Yes, used as a strong expression of excitement. Okay. Well, or 3 S's. It says that's an alternate.
It's as many A's as energetically as you want to be.
As many A's or S's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But usually just one Y is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the is the diving board. You're jumping off it into the A's and the S's.
The front of the Y. You just dive off the front of it. All right. Well, yas. That was fun. Okay. Now, cure. We cure a lot. Am I pronouncing that right? Would you guys say K-I-R, cure?
I don't
cur?
know.
White wine and creme de cassis, which was part of the clue, wasn't it?
We were going to do, wasn't one of them
drink originally
Google pronunciation?
Called Blanc Cassis.
Yeah, we're going to look up something, the French for the the Victor Hugo book.
You're right.
But cassis, Blanc Cassis, creme de cassis, white wine, and creme de... What is... So it's like a liqueur. It's
like a cocktail.
Cocktail.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Keep going, yeah.
Yeah.
It says here, popular in the U.S. in 1980s, from Canon Felix Kier, this person, born in 1876, died in 1968, mayor of Dijon in France, we assume, who is said to have invented the recipe.
If you put two things together, do you get credit for inventing a recipe? That's...
Oh, and then what about popularizing, too? I mean, sometimes...
Sure.
They
like McDonald's, that was a bad example.
Do you know what creme de cassis is? Is that something that we should look into it and get for our next Buzz Buy? I mean,
definitely.
A return and report kind of, if alcohol comes up in the puzzle, we'll return and report and tell you how it is.
Yeah. It's a sweet, dark red liqueur made from black currants.
Oh, cassis.
Several cocktails are made with creme de cassis, including the very popular wine cocktail, Kier.
Okay.
so
I mean, at some point now we're going to see that on a menu, and it's going to be like the Baader-Meinhof effect. We're going to be like, it's going to be everywhere.
Okay, so let's see what. I don't know if it'll actually play the sound. We'll see. Hopefully.
In American English. Kier.
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 It's not so hard.
English.
Kier, just Kier.
Kier. Yeah,
Kier.
that's how we were saying it, pretty much, right? Kier.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's.
Did we? And it's the man's last name. That's like it's the etymology. We don't. It doesn't mean anything. Maybe his name means something to him
pretty
and his
You know,
household.
I wonder. So this reminds me of we've made some cocktails with
White wine.
I think a liqueur just with wine, and it's like an almond liqueur, and I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But it's very good. I haven't put it in white wine, but might as well. We mostly put it in champagne.
Oh, like a sparkling cocktail.
Sparkling, like a prosecco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are great.
Kier. Sick. Tom. Okay. Shall we?
We looked up Tom.
We looked up Tom.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now we're up to ugly. UGLI. Perhaps that
right.
that fruit or fish.
Just see
Sorry,
some pics
there's an
of
ugly fruit. There is a fruit, but this was a fish, I think.
Yeah.
The Jamaican. Oh, well, it could, but we should know that there's a fruit too.
Yeah. I might have been
Jamaican
thrown off by
Tangelo.
that
It's
when I was
actually
thinking
not
of it.
ugly.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The Jamaican Tangelo, also known by proprietary names Oogly fruit, UGLI, Oogly fruit as one word, and unique fruit is a citrus fruit that arose in the island of Jamaica through hybridization of a tangerine or orange with a grapefruit, and is thus a Tangelo.
Yeah,
That sounds
pomelo.
good.
It's a portmanteau of tangerine and pomelo.
But-
Pomelo. Well, but you should put in fish up there, Daniel. Type the word
okay.
fish so we're on topic, because
Yes.
ugly. Yeah.
So
Just go to images. Let's do it.
weren't we?
I thought there was going to be something, and it doesn't have.
Oh, there it is.
But that's ugly. That's UGLY.
Yeah,
That's not
wasn't
the
the
UGLI.
clue? Wasn't the clue UGLI? Didn't they answer with an I, or was it with a Y?
That
No,
poor
it
guy.
was.
It was with a Y. Hey, yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Sorry.
Please don't
Yeah.
forget.
Okay.
There we go. Back to the Oogly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to the Edamon line or
if
wherever.
you
we were.
haven't seen ugly fish, how would you guys describe it? Well, I guess they're kind of different. There's different ones.
They're unique.
Yeah.
None of them are actually
Fascinating.
called ugly fish. It's just the images that show up when you search ugly fish.
Well,
in
so wait,
Google.
what was the actual
It's an ugly fruit, and the clue wasn't
Oh.
mean-spirited, ugly. It was just a thing we had.
It was
Yeah, that's
because
right.
I think someone in the comments said ugly with an I, and we were curious about it.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Probably Gus. Thanks, Gus.
yeah. Gus was there with us the whole time. Thanks.
Real good work.
Ride or die.
Okay, so anything else that we are missing here? That we
I
wanna
think
look up?
that's everything that was in there that we didn't know. And Moore.
We were going to look up how to pronounce 52 across the words
of course.
Odes et Ballades.
So let's look it up.
And then did you want to look up Moor, David? Or Moot?
Moot.
So pronunciation.
Something that doesn't have an application.
Yeah, here, let's what was the Ballades thing?
Ode. It's a Victor Hugo. Odes
Odes.
et Ballades. Odze ballad. How about that?
That's probably right. Let's see.
Pronounce.
Nice. Let's see what YouTube has for us. How do you pronounce?
Do it.
How
Click on
about
it.
we do it like English to French and we could get it to say it like
Oh, yeah, if you go to translate.google.com.
Why is translate not wanting to come up first? Translate.google.com.
Yeah, and then you type in Odes et Ballad or whatever, and then you swap it. Oh, you pronounce it, yeah. What did it say?
I don't think it's sharing the sound.
Is your volume up on your iPad, or is it like the?
Yeah, I think it's more of the Zoom. It's the Zoom business here. Here, I'll
you
Google
haven't
it
turned
on.
on your.
I'll just
You're
Google it-
muted
Google it
on
my
mute.
phone. Well, it was working for the YouTube video, wasn't it?
It sure
Kier
was.
Pronunciation. Yeah. I don't know about that. So let's see. Translate.google.com, and then we'll type it in.
We'll have to just remember.
So go ahead and say it. Say it how you wanted. How you were going to say it, David?
I was going to say, Odze balad.
Ode des balades.
Ode
Ode
balad.
balad.
The
So
S
both
was
S's.
silent.
Both S's, yeah. So, but I think the S
Ode
is.
des balades.
Say it again.
Ode des balades. Ode des balades.
Ode balad. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Not to be confused with "Eau de Balade," which would be like the water ballads or something.
I hope
Ode
Aunt
balad.
Diane has enjoyed listening to this part. She knows French and would
David,
have known
you
this
should
answer
just
the whole
call-
time. And I'm sure it's
just call
it's
her
terrible. Yeah, we
and
should have
ask
called.
her to
We should have called.
Yep. Okay, well, that's fun. Any other? Oh, Moore on Edom, maybe.
Yeah, it's interesting because I know the term for Moor is like sometimes referring to the North African
Moorish
Berber.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
So
So,
the-
but the
go
verb
ahead.
to fasten a ship in a particular location by or as by cables, anchors, etc., is from the late 15th century, probably related to Old English merles, mooring rope, or something via unrecorded Mirian to moor, or possibly borrowed from Middle Low German moren or Middle Dutch maren to moor, from West Germanic Myrosian related moored, mooring. French amarar is from Dutch. Okay.
Hmm.
To
So
moor.
not really connected.
Named to the rope. It's kind of it's due to the
Makes sense. The
to
equipment.
the rope. Yeah. And you're just tying yourself up there. Yeah. And then the moor of North Africa is from Latin, morus, inhabitant of the Mauritania. So different origin, same spelling, M with a capital M for the people.
Yeah. Race drilling in Barbary, and that's like Spain, southern Spain,
No, it's like
Africa.
Morocco. Yeah, it's North
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
They did go into Spain. I mean, they controlled Spain for 600 plus years, and during that time had a heavy cultural impact on everything in Spain, including the language. The Moors were in Spain, but generally speaking, the Moors come from North Africa.
Gotcha. Well, that was a great little etymological pass. Very productive, I feel like.
Yeah.
Nice to get some translation going on.
All of them were very short, 3-letter, 4-letter words. Thanks to Maureen for her help.
Maureen rocks.
Yeah, Maureen rocks.
And now it's time for our art section. Anybody queued up? Keyed up? Quayed up?
Quiet up.
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Yes, I am,
Yes.
because it's not that exciting. But I do have an art section this week.
And you
It's
sent a
just
link
This,
to it.
yeah, it's this book that I read called "The Life and Adventures of a Cat." It's really old.
Wow.
Just
Is it
kidding.
very long? Is it a long or a short book?
It's really long, and it's like Old English, so the S's look like F's with the way that they printed it, so that can be confusing.
Yes.
There is
yes.
some cat drowning from what I saw in the book, so just proceed with caution. I'm just kidding. This is not my art section. My link is up at the top of the.
The Life and Adventures of
It is. I pulled it up, and now I just
A
need
cat.
to.
The Life and Adventures of a Cat.
yeah. How many stars?
I'm going to give it 5 just to balance the ratio of that mean-spirited person, that ugly
Yeah.
person who said, "Hey, this is like 1 star, not very interesting."
What if your daughter or son wrote
interesting
that?
for the times?
Yeah. You would be proud of it if it was your daughter or son who wrote that. So just the review. Think about that when you give it stars.
I'll
That
do
would
what I
give
can to bump it because I know the ghost of the author of that book would look down and be like, "Hey, thanks."
The Life and Adventures of a Cat. Now, the image on the front is a few people sitting around a table,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a cat next to the table.
It's an advent. He's seeing things. It's an adventure. You know. Okay, wait. If you go to the link that's at the bottom, the most recent link in our Zoom chat, click on that. When you click into it, it actually takes you to, like, you can start scrolling through the pages and you can see what the S's.
Let me do that.
Which is pretty fun.
The F's and the S's, that whole thing, Life of and
The
Adventures of
F's.
a Cat.
This is weird.
Keep
Sorry.
scrolling.
1760, right? This book was from History of a Cat. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1. Chap 1.
Chap
on,
1.
On the
Sagacity.
on the
Cats. Superior to that of any other animal.
So they say.
Yeah, dogs are a theme, but what about cats?
It has been ever a sage remark of the wisest.
Philosophers.
Why do they have to put so many S's in this?
I don't know when the F, because look, philosophers at the end has an actual S.
I
So
think
does
it's like when
creatures.
it's not a terminal S. It has.
Interesting.
It's only when it's like a.
I wonder at
in
what
the middle.
point in history they gave that up.
Hmm.
They were like, no, let's just use S's. It's like
They're
when
like,
they
we
were like,
could-
let's just use the percentage sign. You don't have to spell it out. We're going to make your life easier.
So read
Right.
on, David. Let's get a little more, a little taste of the.
Well, hopefully I don't say any F's instead of S's. I'm gonna
Please
just
do.
fail on the side of S's, I think. So philosophers that all creatures bear about them the criterion of their peculiar nature, such as the ferocity of the lion, the leon, Lyon, the what is that? The grimmest, the grimmest
Grimness?
of the tiger, the cunning of the fox. Okay, go back for a second. So it's the ferocity of the lion, the grimness.
Grimness. Oh yeah, they're
Grimness.
right. One
That's-
S weird and one S normal.
Yeah, it's like FS.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Maybe it was pronounced
That's-
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I did that,
Grimness of the
Grimness.
tiger.
No.
The cunning of the fox. I like how it gives you fox before the page turns.
Mhm.
That's helpful.
It's like, just so you know, this is where you're going to start on the next page.
Yeah, especially if you're reading out loud like I am off the cuff. Among the animals who boast of gravity, none can pretend to that.
Is it boast or is it
Sedateness.
boast?
Which the cat.
On first view, arrogates itself above all others.
Oh man, this is so hard to read.
Yeah, but this is kind of fun. I mean,
The owl
It's
indeed
a challenge.
yeah.
has time immemorial dared to enter the lists, and therefore was by their soar was by the ignorant ancients dedicated to Minerva, the goddess of wisdom, but whether the goddess of wisdom, but whether the owl's letters patent were ever made out for that title is a question which must be decided by the more learned.
Ooh, a little bit of Latin here.
I like the seal at the bottom of the page.
Et ad hoc fub.
Judice.
It's sub judice
Yeah.
lease est.
What do you,
And all of a sudden, justice
was
there.
Yeah. So the ass too has had the assurance to throw down his gauntlet in this tournament. Really? The ass is known to be a wise ass? Oh, wise ass?
Smart
No.
ass. Yeah, smart ass. Yeah.
With no better effect
Democrats.
than his competitor,
Oh,
the bird. Go ahead.
I looked up the translation. It says, and the judge is still under dispute.
Okay, so it's still the jury's out.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Jury's
let's
out.
remember that.
Well, look, guys,
ad hoc
let's return our
sub
report. Let's see
judice
who's going to
lease
take
est.
the time to read or
How many pages is it? Let's see. I might read it.
I mean, the whole thing.
Already, it's an interesting review of the animal kingdom, I think, and
yeah.
and kind of the
190 pages. I got this.
You got it.
the symbolic kind of value that each animal tends to have with us, that we kind of load them with this extra meaning, and I think it's kind of cool. It's like archetypes, right? Isn't this is what Jordan Peterson's always talking
Maybe
about?
this is where the Isle of Dogs idea came from.
Oh.
Yeah, because dogs.
Dogs are a theme.
Dogs are a theme. I think about Isle of Dogs all the time.
Mm.
It's a great movie.
Well, let's go to your actual art
Yeah.
piece,
Yes.
Lindsay.
This is the true art section.
Yeah,
Art
sorry, it's a little big. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess because of how it's being rendered, I don't have a way to show the whole thing. Maybe I could do this.
Oh, there you go. So this is an artist who, number one, I know, but I've also followed her work for the last couple of years, and she has traditionally done. I mean, she's done a lot of different things. She's incredible, but more recently, she's worked a lot on these really beautiful landscapes and desertscapes. And I was fortunate enough to get one of those a while ago, to acquire one. But then she just wanted to go in a new direction and work on some new subject material. And so she's got all of these really cool pieces that are very based in geometry and shapes, and they all of them just went up on her website. And so this is the one that I have acquired, which I'm really excited to get at some point tomorrow and see in person. But I just think she's an incredible artist. I think she's very talented, and whatever visuals she gets into, she works really hard, and she kind of becomes very talented in them. So I enjoyed her stuff. So her name is Margaret Jean Smith. I think her website is just Margaret Jean. Yeah, margaretjean.com. And the pieces are all a part of a collection that is called the Geo Collection.
Did I get that right? Margaret?
MargaretJeane. Oh, with an E at the end. Yeah.
Jeane.
E.
Okay. So I mixed that up because my grandma's name was Jean with no E at the end.
Huh.
So Margaret Jean. Okay. Yeah. And it looks like the
Geo Collection.
Yeah, but she's got so many. She does a bunch of collaborations. If you click up at the top on art, you can see Westerns is really cool. She's done some watercolor studies. Look at these beautiful.
Cool. How big is the piece that this one that
I got is a smaller one. It's 12 by 12. So
cool. I love the colors. It's a lot of geometry and a lot of there's pastel peach kind of and maroon and a blue but not maroon. What do you call that? Salmon or
yeah.
It's all kind
I
of
think it's a salmon color. You should go into the page where the Geo Collection is, because you can see all the different, some of them are a little on the expensive side, but lots of the use of different colors. This one's sea glass is really cool. But yeah, a lot of different colors, shapes, sizes.
Yeah. I love the exploration there. I get mountainy kind of thing, and you can almost, because of the shapes and stuff, it almost kind of you can squint at it almost and see a scene. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is fun to squint at. I was just noticing.
Yeah.
Well, Margaret Jean, we'll put a link in the show notes, and I can't wait to come see it on your wall one day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When we're double vaxxed.
Indeed. I'm double vaxxed.
Oh, you
there.
are.
Yeah. Bravo.
Thank you.
2 shots.
But I just got it last week, so I still have another week till I feel like I can, feel the most confident.
Till your life force is full.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'll go next then.
Good.
So I after leaving our show last week, after we finished recording or broadcasting, I went in and I pulled up Netflix, and for some reason I just saw this pop up in my feed, and probably because I think my wife and I watched on my, you have your users on Netflix and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So on Netflix, my user, we'd watched an episode of Queer Eye, and my wife and I together, and so it recommended a show called Next in Fashion. And Lindsay, David, have you guys seen this, either of you?
I have seen some of it, yes.
I have heard of it. I have only heard of it.
Yeah. And I would say this is uncharacteristic for me, probably in terms of like subject matter. More characteristic in terms of I've enjoyed, a little bit more of the competition shows of late. I enjoyed watching Alone and Forged by Fire. So the little more maybe traditionally masculine kind of competition shows. But this popped up, and Tan France is just, he's the host along with Alexa Chung. And Tan France is just such a sweet human. He just seems like so lovely based on Queer Eye. That's not necessarily real, although I have heard him interviewed also on Radio West. So I put on an episode, and my God, I got sucked in, and I watched the whole thing within a couple of days.
Oh God.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one season. There's only one season, and it had like 8 or 9 episodes. So, but fashion is definitely not something I would call an interest of mine. Beyond, I like to dress, like I like to at least try and have, like some purposefulness in, things that I wear. But you wouldn't necessarily. I certainly, high fashion, I would say, is well outside of my wheelhouse. Runway fashion and runway culture was something that was totally foreign to me. I don't think I necessarily prejudged it, so harshly. It just seemed obtuse to me. So watching this show, it just made it really brought out the intention and the stories, beautifully tells the stories of these designers. And it's great because they're all professional designers. Most of them, I think all but one, had their own labels already. And, you think of that, and, I think certainly there's a lot of preconceptions about someone who might have their own fashion line, and the, perhaps assumptions about, that they might be pretentious or pedantic or go about fashion or whatever. But at least in the way that the stories are told and the way it's depicted, everyone, it's so great because everyone has such different style in their own wardrobe, and then different style in the wardrobes that they create. And they put them in teams for the first, few episodes of pairs. And some of these pairs knew each other beforehand and have worked together beforehand. So it was really fun to see how they collaborated. And then eventually, once they whittled it down, each episode, somebody had to go at the end, a pair had to go. And they do these themes, so they did a sport, one competition is sportswear, and one of them is, red carpet or just like fancy wear. See how well I've retained all the terminology.
Well, to me, it seems kind of like one of those baking competitions. Just that's another world that I'm not very familiar with. But I enjoy eating cake, and I enjoy wearing clothes. But I don't know that much about baking, and then to watch them do complicated things like stitching up a wardrobe. Sounds. And they do it in these. Cool.
They do it in an ungodly amount of time. In 2 days, they create 1 or 2 like high concept, high quality outfits, and then they have models come in and they fit them to them. So they have one day and they design it up and they get the fabrics and they put it all together and they make changes, and then the next day they have just like a few hours, and then the models get there and then they have to fit onto the models, and they have to, you know, get them all made up, and then they have this competition. And they do, and then the competition is the models walk on the runway and they have guest judges who come in and they judge them. And yeah, I just found it was really moving. Everyone's story was kind of, you know, surprising in different ways. And I think even if you are a person who would not typically enjoy, you know, you would think that, you know, runway fashion would be the last thing for you. If you just like stories, I think this will open that up. It opened it up for me. And another thing that it connected for me, you guys know, listeners may not know that I've enjoyed going to Burning Man a couple times, and Burning Man like events. And one of the things that is there is kind of like this. One of the concepts that is expressed out there is radical self-expression. So people wear whatever they want, or they wear nothing, but everything is, for, you know, in most cases, it's very intentionally and it's intentionally worn, and it's worn with a playfulness about it. And that's something that when I first went to that kind of environment, it really resonated with me, the ability to put on a piece of clothing that I wouldn't normally put on and see how I feel in it, and not feel, you know, judged at all by the, you know, the gender norms around it, or the, you know, the cut or the look or whatever. And so I think I was able to connect those ideas in watching this and realize that it's fun to play dress up, and it's fun to, you know, I mean, it's way beyond a skill set that I probably will ever acquire, but the ability to envision a thing that you would want to wear and then select from the breadth of materials and threads, and then cut it and shape it and have a story behind it. Super fun. Next in fashion.
Tan France is a very warm personality, like you say, and so that also makes me, it reminds me of that like a Top Chef competition where Padma Lakshmi is the host, and she is such a warm and encouraging character on those shows. That's what I'm picturing when I'm seeing him in the photos that you're showing here.
Mm-hmm.
How kind of
and he and the
generous.
co-host Alexa have just this really playful, you know, co-hosting style, and they go around and talk to people, and then at the end they, along with the judges, critique the looks that have been created, and it's just, they, you know, it was very fun and sweet and entertaining.
Nice.
All right, David.
All right, well, you can keep your IMDb app open there, Daniel, because I want to talk to you about a new. I've referred to it last week even, and I mentioned that I would be bringing this up. This is another detective TV show, and it's called Line of Duty. Line of Duty, LINEOFDUTY. This show came on the air in 2012, and when you start watching it, it feels a little outdated because they're using like the old iPhones, like iPhone 4. Maybe you might see an iPhone 4 in this show in the pilot or in the first season.
I love her.
Let's not look at it too much though, or maybe go to like season. I'm like really trying to avoid spoilers. So go to like season 1. Yeah, let's just talk about season 1.
6 seasons.
Yeah. Oh wow, that is a nice spoiler though. Just click on A Disastrous Affair there for a second, there, Daniel. Thanks. And these photos are good to scroll through. I feel like on this show, on this podcast now, I've been just talking nonstop, constantly about detective murder shows. There's so many of them. There's American ones. There's The Wire, which is like my favorite thing in the world, and then there's I finally watched The Shield, and I have really troubled feelings about it. And the idea of police in our communities is this thin blue line that we need them for the things that they do, but we also we have complex feelings about the security role they play in our lives and the tactics that they use. But then watching these shows is so dramatic and curious. It's so interesting to watch these dramas. So some of the kind of complexities of watching these shows is worrying that you're rooting for the heroes. Like in The Shield, the whole time there's this main character who's just terrible and you don't like him, and it feels like there's no justice ever. And then this show is great because it's called Line of Duty, but you don't really figure it out. And I almost don't want to spoil this part, I guess. So spoilers for Line of Duty for some people, but this is just strictly speaking a spoiler, because you learn pretty quickly that it's a show where the main characters are the internal investigation component of the police that are investigating bent police or corrupt police, or as he keeps saying in the show, bent coppers. They make you feel like criminals are bad, sure, but the worst people in the world are bent coppers, and they're out to get these criminals. And so you don't feel so much so that 6-7 seasons go by and the criminals don't get their just desserts. Each season kind of has this satisfying justice component to the corrupt police, and all the performances are great of the main characters, but each season has kind of a star subject of their investigation, and they've been great performers, like Tandy Newton.
Yeah, she's nice. She's great. And then it was that Emily Mortimer, or no, Emily.
No, it's the person from Boardwalk Empire. What's her name? I don't
this
know.
one.
That's
right?
later though. That's season 6, much later.
And how far have you watched?
I've watched up to season 5.
Okay.
And I feel strongly about it. I also feel like I'd say get through season 1, because you're getting to know it. It's kind of like The Wire. I'd say like, if you haven't seen this before, it's a little different from what you're used to. Some of the fun stuff about this show is the technical detail that they display. So much of the specific wordplay, especially when referring to the other characters, to the other police officers around. They're always saying DCI and DSI this and ACC that, and they're using these these acronyms as their titles in referring to each other, and it's all very legalese. But then they sit down for these interviews, and the interviews themselves are extraordinarily. You'll watch it and you'll feel like they're doing something. They're doing something weird here. They're like emphasizing the micro. Every button they press on the microphone starts a loud beep that just lingers for maybe 10-15 seconds, and it's obnoxious. It's like the dogs look around like, what's going on, and then they start this conversation on the recording. As soon as people watch the show, I hope more people do, and as soon as they do, they'll find these kind of techniques in filming that are very creative and that make the job of the police feel very technical. All the stuff about filling out the right forms and submitting and doing everything by the book. It's all there. And there's a lot of other great references to other shows. You watch it and you feel like, oh, this is an obvious reference to The Shield. Like, this show is created with little nods to The Wire and to Luther and another great show, and also to another show I've mentioned on this show, Endeavor, on the podcast. On the art section, I've recommended Endeavor, and there's a character in this who is living in an apartment outside of his house because his wife has kicked him out because he cashed his retirement and put it into an investment that went bad, and he's So both characters from both, it's like a clear reference to me. It's like, and there's several of these little nods to other shows. It's very clever. It's well done, and all the performances are fun. And the three you see in the image here are all characters, are all actors that I've never seen before. They're all new and they're fun to get to know. And so I wholeheartedly recommend this show to everyone.
Line of Duty. I'll check it out. Where can I watch it? That's my
Acorn.
Acorn. Acorn?
Yeah.
Is that
Or Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it
Prime.
there.
Oh, there you go. Amazon Prime.
Terrific. Well, great. So, Line of Duty and Next in Fashion and Margaret Jean. That's our art section for today. And, thank you guys for showing up once again and just doing the work on the puzzle to complete. Feels good to complete a puzzle, to take ourselves out of all the, just take ourselves out of the world for a bit, but also still kind of be, in it. It's nice. It's a nice treat. So, please, if you like us,
sure,
subscribe to us on YouTube. We are on YouTube at Crosspod Wordcast.
There's also an audio version of this. If you want to just listen to the podcast, you can just listen, and there you can rate us in iTunes or whatever they call it now. You can also email us, crosspodwordcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can tweet us on Twitters with that XPod Wordcast.
That's right.
And follow us on Instagram. We have a presence on there. And review us in the stores. Just go into a store like a Trader Joe's and just be like, "Hey, everybody, Crosspod Wordcast, 5 stars."
Shout it into the void.
Yeah. Don't take your mask off yet.
Yeah, the void is listening.
While you shout. Have you noticed people do that thing? What is that thing of when they're talking, they pull their mask forward? I get it. I guess I get it kind of intuitively, but isn't it also defeating the purpose? Like when you're talking, you're expelling the drops.
I don't know. Are they they're leaning into someone and they're like, "Hey."
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to wear this protection except when I want to expose my my germs. All right. Well, David, what was your remember your catchphrase from last week?
Oh, I haven't asked you to do anything.
That's right. Lindsay,
I don't have one.
Something yet? Okay. Well,
I don't get it.
That's a pretty good place to stop recording.